particular piece is titled The Horse Head. As very obvious, as you can see, it's the horse head. But the exploration on this painting is not just the paint itself. You discover that if you can look at it closely, you discover that this painting is highly textural. Like we have a kind of, I actually made some kind of texture before the painting itself. So you have that physical nature of this painting. Something will just capture you, like you're touching it, you're feeling it, and it's heavy compared to other paintings. But basically, the medium of this painting is called acrylic on canvas. Aside the fact that it has been textured, so it's just a normal horse head. I wanted to depict a horse head because I think a horse can represent strength, agility, and so that is why I actually made this painting to be as strong as, even physically looking at it, this painting is strong. Okay, this piece took me about a month, but the idea is I have this way of working and resting. I can just walk for a while and leave it, come back to it, so let's say about a month, because it took me time to get the external material. Because why sometimes you can refer to this kind of painting as a mixed media painting, where you're bringing other materials that are not really painting materials. So that is why it took me up to a month, because I will have time to find for other materials. We call them found objects. If you look at this thing, you discover that we have other materials. Even in the making of the texture, there's a place where we have tissue, but you will not know. The combination of tissue and stuffs make the whole thing, This particular piece is actually pegged on 400,000 naira. Yes, but it can be negotiable. That's just the idea. It's a Bob Marley painting. Bob Marley is a popular figure. I have this thing for Bob Marley. I've done a lot of Bob Marley paintings, but this particular one is interesting because basically you see Bob Marley either playing the guitar or with the microphone singing, but this one is just relaxing, although he's smoking. But I decided to do something like this because I've been doing other aspects of Bob Marley. Some of them you will see just the Bob Marley head and stuff, but this particular one is like a full, complete figure of Bob Marley, almost like a life size. This painting is, I actually made this painting with same medium like the other one, acrylic on canvas, but I had a touch of charcoal on it. But Bob Marley is actually a popular figure, somebody that, like Bob Marley the way he is now, is a musical person, and somebody that is a musical person too can have some attributes of Bob Marley, in the sense that I think he's an activist. Yes, and if such persons like Bob Marley, as strong as they are, even no matter the what's it called again, I might not really tell much about his life, but he's somebody that will relate with his music. Like me personally, when I paint, I love listening to his music, so maybe that is the reason why I would love to have his figure painted on canvas. That's just what I have to say about it.
Okay, the painting behind me is titled Antidote. This is actually the first in the series. I think I have about 6 of them. As you can see, it's a masked face, and the era we live in, we all know the story, the COVID-19 story. So it's just trying to tell us how the common man is coping with the pandemic. You understand? It has affected almost every sphere of life, and we're still surviving. So that's just the basic idea behind Antidote. Okay, I describe myself as an expressive artist. I paint by impulse. Sometimes I confront the canvas without knowing what to do, but I just allow it to come out from within. Do you understand? So most times I don't really think. I just allow my impulse to lead me. As sometimes I smear red. I add a little of following the principles of art. There are principles in art, and then I have the purple, which I use to calm down because of the touch of red on the face, so that when you're viewing it, you're not bored because of, do you understand, the rawness of the red. So the purple calms you down while you enjoy the view. You look at the red, the yellows, the oranges, and all of that. It's like a subset of what we have, the antidote. Antidote talks about the pandemic that we are faced with, which is affecting everywhere. And then when you're confronted with something that is beyond you as a human being, what we do is to do this, as in take the upward gaze, as in looking at the supreme being for solution. So it's basically about prayer. When you see that the road is tough, you can't really make it and all of that, and you need a little, something beyond you, you look up to God in prayer. The both pieces, it's just about that. As in to complete a particular piece, I can't really give it a particular time. Sometimes it's fast. It starts very fast, and then towards the completion is usually slow. So let's say, give or take, a piece might take me maybe like 3 weeks. 3 weeks. It could be less, it could be more, depending. Because sometimes you take a painting very far and then you try to study and observe to see what is missing. Do you understand? So give or take, let's say 3 weeks.
My name is Odogwu. I run the Delaroke Art Gallery. I'm the chairman of Delaroke Group. Field of Realities is an exhibition by two artists, Odogwu and Baite. It took 6 months to 9 months to come up with the theme for the artists to get into the studio to do their works. Looking at the works here, some of them are a bit semi-abstract, but they can tell what is going on in the typical life, in our typical space. You can see some of them with the masks. We're in the COVID era, where we are beginning to have various strains of COVID. You can see saxophonists. Music is life. Music is a reality. So this basically puts a few out of the many scenes of realities together. So the gallery has a calendar. Yearly we plan exhibitions. We plan salon exhibitions. Salon exhibitions are 1-2 days exhibitions, while our proper exhibitions last for about 2 weeks. Every year we have 2 major exhibitions and about 4 salon exhibitions. So this is the second major exhibition for the year. Before the end of the year, we'll round up with 1 salon exhibition. Yeah, well, art in Port Harcourt needs a lot of support, right? So in a couple of years, we should be able to host large art fairs such that this space may not be able to contain. Like you have some ArtX in Lagos and some other major exhibitions outside the country. So hopefully Port Harcourt should be able to, in the next couple of years, host international exhibitions, basically to promote the local artists. Because we have universities offer these courses, we have lots of talent in the environment, so these talents must be harnessed and encouraged. So Delaroke Energy, that's the group name. We have operations in Port Harcourt and Johannesburg. So as a way of promoting the art, culture and people in localities where we work, we decided to set up art galleries in both locations. Because across the years, when we travel to every location for work, we see that the people are different, the way they behave. The food is different, the culture, the music. So that was what led us to rebranding the entire Delaroke to an art brand. So yes, promoting the local artists.
My name is Wokomere Chimenim Homa for short. I love art, I love colors, so there's an art exhibition here, Field of Reality, so I decided to come around to see artworks and meet the artists. I'm still going around, so hopefully I find one that gets my attention and I'll go home with. I pay attention to details, so I spend time with each artwork and trying to figure out what it's about and stuff like that. Yes, I've been able to meet new people, networking of course. I don't think there's an exhibition without networking. So I've met new people, creative young minds and good people.
Okay, my name is Donato Samuel. Actually, I came to support my friend. His name is Odogwu God's Power. He told me he was having an exhibition and something we have been anticipating for a long time now. So the theme, Field of Reality, the works are actually very incredible because when I came here, I was expecting something else. But when I came, I saw absolutely stunning works. I could actually relate with everything here, especially as the theme implies, Field of Reality. The works are nice. I like the colors, the blending, the color play in all the works.